It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the 49ers and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Hewitt. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise.
A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. Israel Abanikanda on the return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Running it after the penalty. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
And he doesn't have the advantage.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. On third down, Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down throwing for Hurts. Gets it to Paris Campbell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Working inside the red zone. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
And goal at the Niners 5-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Abanikanda on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. We kick the running back in motion. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Escape. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense who was able to get home and get the sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, Hurts setting up the running back screen. Oh, stiff arm. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Loose slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the pistol, Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Throwing here, Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Hurts throwing again. Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Brown goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. 1st down throw by Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the gun is Purdy. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Pat O'Donnell on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So they're left facing third and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the 49ers will go on offense. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
No gain there, and that'll bring up fourth and a few.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That pass caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And that's good for a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. And they take this in for the score. Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Abanikanda on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Ball at the 33 for first down. They kick the running back in motion. Into the hands of Kittle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On target to Garindo. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, he keeps it left on the option. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Milton Williams making the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Garindo running between the tackles. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. And it's the 49ers who have 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 32. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. On 3rd down, Purdy. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's taken in by Juszczyk.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports
Time to
halftime
look ahead
report.
to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs squaring off against the Houston Texans.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. He stopped on the return at the 27. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. This one finds Goddard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll take an option to the right on 1st down. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought down by Fred Warner. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, Hurts hits his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. This finds Smith. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sidney Brown in on that stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Purdy setting up that play action. That throw finds Kittle. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Milton Williams making the stop. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. Cut by Jennings. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Into the hands of Campbell. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts throwing again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles trying to end this before the final quarter. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the 49ers on offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. They'll try the right side with Gurindo. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Play action now with Purdy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Takes off right out of the read option. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's Hurts. Searches from the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Brown on the inside give. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles keep running away with this. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you could put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Abanikanda on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Purdy throwing here on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Tight end in motion left. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Finding Pearsall. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw by Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They kick the running back in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
4th and forever coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
A run with Brown. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll run again with Brown. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Their offense running back out now. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. On target to Garindo. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. Hauled in by Garindo. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They kick the running back in motion. Purdy on first down. That's complete to Garindo. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So no return on that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give now to Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
37-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles put this one away a long time ago. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Going with Brown on the ground. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's Brown again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, so that brings up 4th and 2.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Punting unit out now. Braden Mann will kick it away. It's fielded at the 14. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Purdy looking to throw. Caught by Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.